3 starts now.
And wild weather all across the Midwest over the weekend, leading to flooding in numerous areas, including right here in McDonough County. Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4.
Students from all across the state met here today in Springfield, and they had one very clear message to state government. They have had enough of this now 22-month budget stalemate.
The Macomb Northwest Bypass has been in the works for about 10 years now, and as that project nears completion, we spoke with an official from the Illinois Department of Transportation and the mayor of Macomb to find out what and when we can expect this project.
Redrick Terry joins us now with an inside look at the Democratic candidate's campaign. Redrick?
Megan and Emily, I sat down with Democratic candidate John Curtis to discuss what made him run, what he faces ahead, and how important a strong education system is to the region. And we are live at the Democratic Watch Party here at Curtis headquarters, and I've got a special guest with me. It is John Curtis, one of the nominees for the 93rd District State Rep seat. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, and really just your thoughts on the night so far. How is the team feeling as the election results continue to pour in?
Well, my team has been working.
Nearly 400 superintendents are set to make their voices heard through a grassroots initiative aimed at the state's General Assembly. It's called Pass Illinois Budget, and 390 state superintendents, including Macomb District 185's Patrick Toomey, used multiple resources to get their message out. It's a message that they want the Capitol to hear loud and clear.
We have got to get to a place where people in this state know that we have a budget, know the bills are going to be paid, know what they can plan for the future.
Nearly 2 calendar years have gone by without a state budget in Illinois, and the effects are hitting higher education institutions all around the state. The Teach Out for Illinois Higher Education is a way for teachers and students to let it be known that they have had enough.
I'm here to make sure those who are tasked with the responsibility of funding us realize that they have created a serious situation with Illinois in its public education system.
Dr. Ellis and other instructors across the state are worried about not only the security of their jobs, but the security of their students' education.
It's a nightmare scenario for us, and you know the absolute lack of movement on this issue over political infighting and a variety of other things. It's unethical, it's unacceptable, and we're sort of here to shout that we're not going to take that much longer.
Students showed up in dozens as well, saying that they have noticed how this stalemate has affected their institutions.
A lot of our janitors are being cut. There's only a couple for each building. So a lot of that support system is kind of fading away, and you can definitely see it. It's affecting everything.
Faculty, students, and politicians alike had some very strong messages to give to Governor Rauner and the Assembly.
We need to save higher education in the state of Illinois. We need to do that by getting rid of Bruce Rauner.
People who are not just content to sit around and rationalize and strategize and hypothesize and fantasize about life, but people who are active participants for the movement for social justice and social change.
For over 10 years now, plans for the Macomb Northwest Bypass Highway have been in motion. And with the project now finally nearing completion, officials say over half the work is done.
The project's about 60% complete overall. We're looking at another full construction season for the work, and then some work likely as well in 2018. But that being said, we're looking at a significant amount of work being done by the end of this construction season. So very exciting news for the people of the Macomb area. Macomb Mayor Mike Inman says this project that broke ground in 2012 is one that the city has needed.
It was designed to be a 4-lane controlled access bypass around the city, starting at the north edge, just north of the city limits, and then over on the west edge of town. Essentially a northwest bypass.
For now, the plan is to do 2 lanes. It's something that can be looked at in the future, and it's built that way so that it can be considered in the future. But for now, yes, the 2 lanes there of that bypass. While some of the city are concerned about what the bypass would mean for their businesses, Mayor Inman says the economic benefits of the project would greatly outweigh the negatives.
We're aware of those, we're addressing them, and we'll be making we've already set the stage to mitigate many of those concerns, and we believe that at the end, getting most of that truck traffic off of our city surface streets is a good thing for everyone.
Our hope is that folks will be looking forward to this being completed. You know, having another transportation option is a good thing. Being able to have another route, safety, connectivity, those types of things. So yes, we're optimistic that everyone will enjoy the new road.
The Democratic nomination in Illinois' 93rd district has some new blood. Macomb resident and WIU instructor John Curtis will look to become the first Democratic state rep in this district since 1994. And for Curtis, it's all about giving this district a choice.
I'm looking at Illinois. We've got the worst state government in the country, and looking at the fact that 60% of the state and House races aren't going to have an opponent. And I just couldn't sit back last fall and let Representative Hammond go without any kind of challenge whatsoever. It just could not happen.
As an educator, Curtis says he knows the importance of education and the issues that they are currently facing within the state. His supporters believe that he is the answer for a long-awaited change.
We've had long, dry spells with nothing happening, and all of our services are disappearing. All these people were let go from Western, so it's just time that we have a change and have something happen here.
Not investing in education is like not investing in our future, and we have to have outstanding K-12 programs. We really should have a pre-K program in Illinois, and we have to have excellent colleges and universities, and that's one place that I won't budge. We just absolutely have to fund our higher education institutions, and we need to have excellent K-12.
Besides common things like education, Curtis is aware that this district of 8 counties and over 105,000 residents all have their own separate issues as well.
One of the reasons that I've been going door to door and spending so much time in these other places is so that I can learn about them and learn what their issues are. And the truth is that there are a lot of similarities, but there's some pretty important differences too.
This election is about making sure that your voice.
The group pulled out about 80,000 pounds of trash out of the mighty Mississippi over the week. And for Cash, she says that she would recommend their experiences to any student looking to make a change.
The only thing I regret is that I didn't know about it until I'm a senior, and you cannot go on it unless you're a student. So if you're a freshman, if you're a sophomore, do it. It's awesome, and you can do it as many times as you want. Instead of doing Florida, you can do Florida, that's fine. Maybe next year do something else, like clean up this river or volunteer back at home, something that's gonna actually matter.
And according to the Living Lands and Waters website, the group has cleaned up over 9 million pounds of garbage from 23 U.S. rivers in 20 states. For more information, you can visit their website, livinglandsandwaters.org.